What was your favorite stop along the way?
God, there's so many. Don't buy too big of a boat.
Alright guys, here she is. I'm going to give you a quick rundown on the outside, and then we're going to hop inside with the owner, and he's going to tell us about all the creature comforts and power plant and such. So we've got a little step on the starboard side. We've got these nice port lights, stainless steel, beautiful gel coat, in really good condition. The boat is immaculate. The owner's been taking care of it personally. Want something done, do it right, do it yourself. Little Samson post, stainless Yanmar, windlass, nice stainless bow rail all the way around. Pretty good sized decks really for a 34 footer. Nice side decks to get around. Hard top. He's got solar panels on there, so using that space wisely. Radar mast. Just a really cool boat. Nordic Tugs. Give it a proper ship feel. So, you know, we're running out of room here on the side decks, but we've got grab rails all the way around, so easily able to sneak through there. Move into the cockpit. I just love these doors. Are like ship doors. Very solid, functional, ready for work. Got a storage locker here. Cleaning supplies. I smell that ore pine, I think it is. Ore pine boat soap. The best boat soap on the market. Now she does come with a dinghy. Got there. Looks like a little, maybe a 15 horsepower Tohatsu. Little transom opening here. Just slide that in and out. Easy access to the dinghy. Well, let's head up onto my favorite part of the boat. We've got the neat little smokestack just to give it that commercial look. It's beautiful sun deck. This is where the owners have, you know, you can have all of your docktails and just enjoy the life. Enjoy cruising the loop potentially, or maybe just the Caloosahatchee River. Watching the dolphins swim in the wake. Great spot. This is where pretty much I'd be having most of my meals, I think. Get a little table set up here and have breakfast at anchor. Really beautiful little spot. You got sunbrella canvas. It's in great condition. Really a nice color. Bimini top on both the cockpit and the sun deck here. Let's check the lazarette. Oh, this is where they keep the... No, the other boat had the generator in here, but here we've got fuel tank. A little bit of storage. Hydraulic arm lets that sit down nice and easy. All right, let's head on in to the salon, galley, dining. Guys, this boat, I don't know if the camera can do it justice, but it is as good as it's going to get for an 11-year-old boat. The upholstery is in beautiful condition, just been redone. The teak and holly floor, it is a synthetic, but I couldn't even tell until the owner told me, and really a cool pattern, beautiful flooring. I'm not sure of the wood, maybe any of you guys out there could tell me, but I think it's a teak. It just goes really well with the with all the cushions and upholstery. the light versus that darker wood. We got our fridge, Nova Cool fridge and freezer. Decent sized basin, very deep actually, nice stainless steel basin. Looks like Formica countertops. And look at these windows. Great visibility all the way around, and most of the windows open on these boats, so give you that cool breeze, make you feel like you're on the water when you're on the water. Now let's see if we can drop this down with one hand and one hand in the camera. There we go. Nice little entertainment center there. TV just drops down. Pretty easy too. You can do it with one hand. You could single hand this boat and single hand the TV. You've got access, if you are single handing, quickly to the cleat, to the dock, to the other side, port side. Now we're on starboard. You got your lines ready to go. You're at the helm, and it's just quick in and out. The view of the river there. Caloosahatchee River. Old Thomas Edison home right down the street. Once I get done, I'm gonna have the captain give us a little bit of a talk about his trip on the loop and what he loves about this boat. But just, it seems like it's everything you need and nothing you don't. Everything condensed into 34 feet, ready to cruise. Got electrical panel here. Here we have the DC starboard, and the AC is right behind me. I'll show you. Very well organized. Easy access. Got our generator, Northern Lights, 200 hours. And here we have all the electronics. We got our fusion radio, ship to shore. We got Furino electronics. We do have a bow thruster and our throttle. Have the engine room under our feet. There's 3 panels. We'll lift those up in a little bit, and I will give you a peek at the Yanmar. Let's head downstairs. The sleeping accommodations. We have this V berth. She's narrow at the top, very wide at the foot of the bed. All in all, looks like a lot of room. Plenty of room for 2 people. Port light, stainless, wrapped with the vinyl covering. Hatch letting in light and a cool breeze if needed. Nice slider door. And more storage. Hanging locker. Carpet backed. Got a gold carpet in the V berth here. Let's go in the head here. Got a shower curtain, completely encloses off here the shower, so you should keep it pretty dry. It does have a seat. Neat little sink area. More of the woodwork. There's our head. Pretty spacious. It's a pretty spacious head right there. Alright. Yeah, this is just a really cool spot right here. I'd say this is my favorite spot. Got windows all the way around. It just feels like you're in a commercial boat, tugboat, cruising down the river.
Okay, one thing I like about this tug is the pilot house. It does not have a fly bridge, which a previous boat I did the loop with had a fly bridge that we never used because I really like the pilot house concept. Out of the weather and so forth. It's a Furino navigation system. I usually run an iPad also, the Aqua Maps. It's a single engine Yanmar.
How many hours you got on her?
It's about 1,200 hours.
Okay.
It holds 210 gallons of fuel. Gives you about a 600-mile range. I usually run at about 8.5 to 9 knots.
What's she draw?
3'8".
Okay.
So under 4 foot.
And you're saying that was kind of an issue with the first boat you had? That
Yeah.
What was that boat again?
Our first boat we did the first loop in was a 43 Selene, which a little over a 5 foot draft, and it just seemed like you were always running into 5 to 6 foot water. So when we decided to do the second loop, we went with a smaller boat, less draft, less air draft also. It's 15 foot air draft, so you're not having to call for every bridge to open.
Right. Didn't lose a lot of the creature comforts stepping down?
Not really. You have a little bit of company on the loop, but hauling around 2 staterooms and 2 heads didn't make a lot of sense.
Right.
So we decided to downsize, and this is perfect for a couple.
What made you decide to do the loop?
Well, the first time we're just looking for an adventure. We were both pharmacists, and we owned a pharmacy. So hence the name of the boat is Farm Life. And my wife grew up on a farm.
Okay.
So we sold our pharmacy and decided to do an adventure. So decided on the loop. Why not?
Cool. Yeah. What was your favorite stop along the way?
God, there's so many. It's a new adventure every day when you pull into a new place. This last loop, going up into Canada, Montreal, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Single Yanmar, 260 horse. And over to the right there is the generator.
And a lot of room around it since it's a single, easily accessed. Half the problems, right? Half the maintenance.
Right.
Very clean engine room. Northern Lights generator in the sound case. And how fast does she go? Like if you were really trying to get away from some weather?
You can get it up to 12 to 13 knots. I usually run about 8.5 or 9 just for fuel efficiency.
And what's she burning at? That?
About 2.5 gallons an hour.
Okay.
Usually run about 26 to 2,800 RPMs.
Okay.
Yep, access to the shaft.
Man, that's dry as a bone. Doesn't look like it's ever had water in there.
And then pretty easy access to get to the transmission.
Oh yeah, nice. Very cool. So what made you choose Nordic Tug 34 to do the loop? Like what made you get to this boat versus, I know you wanted to downsize, but
On the first boat, I really liked the pilot house, and I really liked the idea of a single engine with all your running gear protected. Because on the loop, you're going to run into some shallow water. It's kind of like the trawler tug look.
Right. Is there any upgrades or modifications you did to the boat since you've owned it?
No, not really.
No, I didn't need to.
It was, when we bought the boat, it was ready to go.
Okay. When did you buy it? How long have you had her?
2 years.
Any advice to giving anybody who's going to voyage out onto the loop?
Don't buy too big of a boat. Actually, the smallest boat that's very comfortable.
Right.
This boat is, to us, is perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about it eventually one day, and I was thinking maybe a Ranger, like one of the bigger Ranger tugs, maybe the 29 would be as small as you could go, but thinking maybe I could sneak into something like that and do the loop. Did you do it continuously, or did you ever haul out anywhere and do it in pieces and leave the boat stored for?
Well, the second loop we did do it in pieces. The first loop we did it by the seasons, one full year. The second loop, there was locks closed around Chicago, so we decided to put it in storage for the winter. So it's going to be a 2-year loop this time.
Right.
We're just about 3 weeks away from finishing it in Charleston.
What's the plans after you sell her and finish the loop again? Or getting out of boating, or?
Oh no, I've been in boating all my life.
Okay.
So we still have smaller boats.
Oh, okay. What do you have?
I live on a lake outside of Kansas City, so we have the ski boats and the pontoons. Down here we have a center console, run up and down the river.
So no more trawlers, maybe?
Well, that's what we said the first time, so
Right.
who knows?
Right. Okay. Yeah, you might miss the loop again. So she is for sale. I got it listed with Great Loop Yacht Sales.
$330,000.
330. Okay. All right. Well, she is in impeccable condition, so hopefully we can find a buyer for you. I really appreciate the tour.
All right. You're welcome.
Thanks, Dennis. Now for continual walkthrough, this 34 Nordic Tug, located in Fort Myers, Florida. Alright guys, well here's a quick look at that listing. I'm on greatloopyachtsales.com. They've really got some nice listings other than that Nordic Tug. Pretty much everything on here is really nice looking stuff. But here's the Nordic, asking $335. It's 2013. You can read all about her here on the listing. I've got quite a few good pictures of it. And let's hop on Boat Trader here and see. There's not a whole lot out there, so and it's priced right with everything else, if not better. So she's probably going to go somewhere close to what they are asking, and if this is the boat you'd like, then you might want to move quick. Let's see, I saw it here somewhere. Okay, here's one in Fort Lauderdale, and it's a year newer, and they're asking $14,000 more. I think I just saw that boat at Trawler Fest in Fort Lauderdale. I'm almost positive. Yeah, Watershed, looks like. So there's a comp for you. Here's our listing, 2013 Nordic Tug. Yeah, $335, and that's about it. Looks like everything else is new. Here's one that's only a year old, but you're paying $200 and some change more. So yeah, but check out some of these other tugs down here. We've got some 32s. Look at that old one, 1985. Just cool looking boats, aren't they? Let me show you this one down here at the bottom. Nope, oh, that was a different boat I was looking at. Anyway, there you have it, guys. Let me know what you think about the price, and not much you can say about the condition. It's pretty flawless. So I appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you on the next one.